Hey guys, welcome to a brand new series. This is the continuation of the Bolton Battle by Lollujo FM on his channel, or Kev, you might know him as. I'll leave his link in the description. Go check out the previous however many episodes of this. And I'm Joe, if you're new around here. And yeah, we're going to be continuing where Kev left off, keeping the club in the championship. But if we have a look at Bolton's history, if we just go on to the club page here, you can see he led this rise all the way from the Vanarama National League North. And if you're confused about that, it's because we're all the way in 2040. And he went on a lovely journey, which I watched most of, I think from around this point. And he went up through the leagues, creating legends along the way, including Russell Bye, who was an amazing goal scorer down in the lower leagues, and he's still at the club, and we're going to give him a chance this year, I think. Enrique Alonso, we're going to try and get him back on loan for, I think, his 5th season in a row. He's been there the last 5 years, and he's been brilliant. Tom White, Man United player, he's been in the last 4 years, but he's probably going to get some first team football this year. And what we're going to try and do is finish the job that Kev wanted to do. He wanted to take Bolton back to the Premier League, get them to the highest ever finish, and we're going to try and do that. And we've moved into the new stadium, which is half the size of the old one, and it's going to be a big challenge. But hopefully you guys will enjoy. Maybe some of you have come across from Kev's channel and want to keep up to date with it. And I do have another Football Manager save on the channel, the Journeyman, and that'll be continuing on Monday, I believe, or next Monday, one of the two. So go and check out my other content if you want. But the expectation is to avoid relegation. The tactic we're going to be using is a 4-4-2. The one that I've been using in my Journeyman. It's brought us quite a lot of success from Valencia, Liverpool, Leicester, but very different challenges all the time. So there's the squad there. George or George Squared, as Kev called him. But some legends in here, like Jordan Barrett, a wonderful goalkeeper. Dalgon de Barros Semedo as well, and Leandrinho, Russell Bye. We're going to look for Mark Parnell. He's another guy who's been very good, and well, we might see if we can buy him. I don't know what our finances are like. We've got no transfer budget, and we've got a decent wage budget actually. We've got about 60k to actually spend on wages, so we'll have a look at the free transfers. Obviously it's going to take me a while to get into this save, and I'll see you guys for the first match. Has it been arranged? Yes it has. It's going to be against Burnley, so it'll be a good one. See you then. Right guys, here we are for the Burnley match. I just want to say a big thank you to Kev, for allowing us to continue his series, and in his style, I'm going to actually do 2 matches in every episode. Unfortunately, I don't have a webcam, or a high quality one anyway, to do face cam or anything like that, so that's probably the only Kev thing that I'll continue over, and I'm nowhere near as good as him as a YouTuber, so don't expect the same quality as his videos. But let's have a look at the transfers over the summer before we get into things. And as you can see, there's a lot of them, and a lot of familiar names as well. We'll look at the outs very quickly. George went on loan to Gillingham, so sounds like the start of some sort of poem. But Owen Higgins wasn't my signing, it was Henry Ellison's signing actually. He came in, and he's actually quite good, so well done on that one. First signing was Jimmy Hughes on loan from Chelsea. He's a left midfielder, but he can also play in the centre of the park. But looking at his stats, he's okay. He's got some good physical stats. Looking at his report, he's 3.5-star current, 4 to 5-star potential, and he's done all right the last couple of seasons, jumping up 2 leagues from Burton to Wickham, and making the step okay. We'll see how he does. Tom White has returned from Manchester United on loan for a fourth consecutive season, and he's going to slot in at left back very, very nicely. Mark Parnell, likewise, has come back for a third consecutive season. Still very, very good. Looking at those reports there. We brought Lee Martin back, the legend himself that came all the way from the National League. And yeah, he's such a brilliant player. I thought, we'll keep him in as a bit of backup. Enrique Alonso, I couldn't get him on loan, so I set the board, buy him for us, and they said okay. And they went out and paid 1.2 million. I'm not sure they have that much money, but they went out and got him, and we've got him back, but this time permanently, so no loan to worry about there. Another loan signing though was Borja Gil, centre midfielder. He's got some decent stats, mental stats particularly. He's experienced. He's played in Spain all his career, and he's done okay. I mean, the last 5 years he's been pretty much awful, but we'll brush that one under the carpet. We've signed Gel Van der Most, 21-year-old right midfielder. He's just going to be a bit of backup, but he did do okay the last couple of seasons in the Jupiter League, which is Holland's version of the Championship. So, he could slot in somewhere. We signed Ben Murray on loan from Southampton instead of John Durant, who didn't want to come. And his stats are looking okay. He's a very good team player, and he's got good work rate, which is what I like to see in a player. And he's going to slot in on the right-hand side. He's only played 9 professional games, but with an average of 7.44 in those 9 games, I think he's okay. The director of football brought in Danny Gator. No, I was going to change his name to Danny Baker, but no, Danny Gator. He's a left back. He's just going to be back up to Tom White. Got some decent stats, decent report, so he should be okay. And the final signing, Eddie Baker. Seen him on the trial day, 22 years old. And yeah, 3.5-star current ability, up to 4.5-star potential, and he's only played 4 games as well, but he's a product of West Ham, so he could be pretty good. So that's that side of things done. We'll have a closer look at the tactic now. These are the instructions that I use, but obviously if things don't work out in the first sort of 5-10 games, we'll have a bit of a change around and see what happens. But yeah, I think that's pretty much all I have to say. Pre-season looks a bit like that. Smallwood had a testimonial. He was a product of Bolton, actually. I don't think Kev was in at this point. But yeah, very good pre-season. Mark Parnell looks to be back to his best, and we're going to hope that he is in this game. So let's get into things. I'm excited for this. I'm expecting that I'm going to have to change the settings slightly here. Yeah, so if you don't know, I have it on 2D Classic and replays on goals with the director cam. Everything else is perfect, I think. So we're not the favourites. Burnley are very much the favourites. It's always nice to start with a win. Yeah, whatever. We'll skip through that. We're underdogs, why not? And we'll see. We have faith, and let's get into things and hope that we'll just take these off very, very quickly. Put that to 1 second. Goals, own goals, red cards, offsides, yellow cards. That'll do. He has Baker on the right hand side. I didn't go through the team, did I? Right. We'll stop that there. So we've got Jordan Barrett in goal, we've got Enrique Alonso, Andrew Manning, Patrick Buckle and Danny Gator in defence. We've got Eddie Baker, Owen Higgins, Borja Gil and Jimmy Hughes in the middle, and Leandrinho and Mark Parnell up top. Unfortunately, Tom White was injured, and that's the bench there. I think we had another injury as well, but I can't put my finger on who that was. But here's Alonso, now Baker, Leandrinho. Oh, now Hughes, Gill, Higgins. Oh, what a goal by Mark Parnell. What a start to the season. Let's have a look at this again. There's Owen Higgins out wide. Gator gets it in, and then Mark Parnell. What a goal that is. And it's 1-0 to the mighty Bolton. Already, come on. What a goal that was. Not bad for your first goal on the save, and well, Jordan Barrett makes sure that he makes a save there. Here's Baker, now Leandrinho. Gill, Parnell, oh good save. Gator, Gill, Higgins, Leandrinho. Oh, it should have been 2-0. Gator. Oh, bit of an exciting start of this match. Here's Baker, now Alonso. It's away now. Higgins, Baker, Gill, Baker, Higgins, Leandrinho, Parnell. Parnell makes it 2-0. I thought he was offside, but what a start of the season for Mark Parnell. Leandrinho, and well, there was a case for offside, but on his second attempt there, 2-0, and look at how we're dominating the match. 7 shots and 6 on target. So good save by Jordan Barrett. What a chance that was for Burnley. We need to get rid of that Prozone thing as well. I don't use Prozone. Baker, Alonso, Baker, Gill, Parnell, Gator. Well, nice deep cross there. Oh, well, that should have been 2-1. We'll just pause it there and we'll put, I don't know, latest scores on, and we'll see what's what there. So looking around the championship, Ipswich are winning. Obviously, Kev's dad's team. But a good positive start for us here. Here's Hughes, Parnell, Gill, Gator, Gill, Parnell, Leandrinho, good save by Gaviao, or whatever his name was. Parnell, Hughes, goal kick. Oh, Eddie Baker's took a knock, so we'll bring him off at half time. It was a good little cross by Leandrinho, but keeper snuffs it out. Baker, Leandrinho, Gill, Parnell gets his hat-trick. What a start for Mark Parnell on his return to the club for a 3rd season, and he smashes in a hat-trick in the first half. And well, we're looking very, very good. So, very happy with how things are going. Eddie Baker, we're going to bring him off for Ben Murray, the Southampton loanee, and see how he does. If he's half as good as John Durant, we know we've got a good one there. Got Jimmy Hughes on the left, who's been rather anonymous so far. 55 minutes in, and we're going to have an appearance from the one and only Russell Bye. We'll give it till about 62 or something, unless something happens, and maybe bring off Leandrinho, who hasn't done much. Alonso now, Barrett, that's away. Bailey, oh, bad tackle by Gator there, Danny Gator. Might call him Alligator. Oh, it's a penalty. Wow, what happened there? He's reprimanded. 3-1. A little bit concerning. Did Barrett get close? He got fairly close, Jordan Barrett. But it is 3-1. Well, 70 minutes, so I think it is time to see Russell Bye. Well, he can play advance forward, why not? I'm quite worried about a sending off at the back, but I don't have any centre backs on the bench. This is tough. We'll just leave it like that for now, and then if needs be we can make a change. Maybe bring on Parnaby for a defender as a makeshift. But we're not going to do that if they score another goal, and well, they've had the chances, Burnley, definitely, and they've started to take control in the second half. Buckle, no Parnell, Bye, forward at Parnell. Oh, could have been his 4th. Manning back to Barrett. Oh no. Patrick Buckle own goal. Just a bit of a comedy of errors here. Well, at least he didn't know about it. Oh no. Manning. That's away. Gill. Murray. Gill. Parnell. Bye. Hughes into the middle. Gill. Oh, that was a chance to make up for what happened before now. Parnell's going to come off. We're going to have Bye up top on his own. And we're going to bring on Dennis Parnaby as a sort of ball winner midfielder sitting behind the midfield there. We're going to move these to defend. Oops. And we're going to go defensive, structured, where we're going to sit deeper. We're going to get rid of that, clear the balls to the flanks, work that off. No. We'll stick with that. Why not? Pass to feet as well. So here we go. Let's see what happens in this final sort of 10 minutes. Hopefully we'll just, see the game out. Jimmy Hughes there on the left hand side. Danny Gator now. He has Parnaby. Alonso. It's away. Roberts. Kamara. Oh, good block. Last 15 seconds or so. It's away. And it's away again. And a first league victory for us in the Bolton Battle. Finishing the job off. And yeah, that was really special. It was a very good performance. We did, concede a penalty and an own goal. But overall, I think a very good performance. 61% possession. And we had a lot of shots on target as well, which is good to see. So we get off to the best possible start. Eddie Baker's out for 6 days. That's not the end of the world. And Darius Henderson troubled by a rival defeat. I didn't mean to do that. So there's the press conference. I'll see you guys for the next match, which will be against Salford in the Capital One Cup. So see you then. Well, isn't that interesting? Look at this. 12,500 season tickets have been sold. 1,700 more than last season's. And we're in a stadium half the size. That is crazy. So there's 12,500 season ticket holders. And let's just have a look at the facility of the stadium. 13,700. So there's only 1,200 more seats in the stadium. That is absolutely crazy. So here we are for the second match in this episode, which is the Capital One Cup game against Salford. And yeah, a couple of changes have come in, just a bit of squad rotation and trying to get as much fitness into the squad as possible. So we've got Barrett remaining in goal. We've got Glenn Jennings coming in at right back, and then we've got Manning and Buckle continuing at centre back because we've got 2 injuries and George on loan, and Danny Gator on the left hand side. Ben Murray comes in at right midfielder with Parnaby, Key and Hughes also in the middle, and Tomic and Wayne Pennick will start up front. So let's see if we can go through in the Cup. It's not a priority for us this season, but it would be nice to, win another match, get the confidence going and show that the first match wasn't just a fluke. So here we go. Everybody looking very, very happy with themselves, and let's get into things. Come on, Bolton. Let's get through the second round of the Cup. And there was something interesting I seen when I was reading about the League Cup games in midweek, and it's called the EFL Cup now. Has it not got a sponsor anymore? Because obviously it was Capital One Cup, but I don't know if it is now. But it's now being called the EFL Cup. So let us know in the comments if any of you guys have any idea about that, because I can't really be bothered to research it, and I'll just forget anyway. But not a good start for us here, really. with Salford with the first attack and having a corner as well. But 25 minutes in, and not much is happening here after a very much action-packed first match. We're not quite living up to the same sort of standard here. Hearn. Oh, good tackle. Hearn again. Well, I don't know who that was. Looked like Riviera or something. Or Rivera. Another own goal. Well, I would put that down as an own goal. But Stephen Johnson's got the breakthrough for Salford. And that was just disappointing defending there. We got Burn and then Rivera. And Johnson off the bar, and well, Barrett patted it back into his own net. I would say that's an own goal, but it's gone down as a Johnson goal. And what a poor start in this match for us. We're going to have to give them a bit of a rollicking at half time. Hopefully we can come in only 1-0 down. What a dangerous ball that was. That was a classic Bolton cross, that. Oh dear. Oh dear. Chris Rivera looking like the danger man today. Burn through to Rivera. And yeah, it was just all a bit too easy, I'm afraid. Now that's 4 goals without reply after going 3-0 up in the last match. Jimmy Hughes, he's the only left mid in the team at the minute, so we'll bring Mark Parnell in, see if he can pull some of that magic out of the bag. But defensively they don't seem to actually be doing too bad, surprisingly, so we'll see if Parnell can make a difference. Pennick started poorly and we'll see what happens. Tomic. Barnaby into the middle. No. Ask him. Oh. Ask him. No, ask her. Bad jokes on this channel. Rivera. Johnson. It's a way to Parnell. Well, Jimmy Hughes has been disappointing in his opening 2 games. Didn't really play any sort of part in the opening day victory against Burnley. And he's not looking great today. It's not going to be 3, is it? Good save by Barrett there. But we're going to certainly have to demand a bit more from these guys. And maybe bring on a couple of more substitutes. We're only 2 goals down. We could potentially get back into this, but fitness-wise, I don't think that would be the best thing. So there's Tomic. We'll bring on Russell Bye. Why not? Lee Martin can come on as well. We're not risking any more players getting injured or anything. So we'll bring Lee Martin on for his sensational return to Bolton Wanderers. Here he is now. Key, Lee Martin. Glenn Jennings. Nope. Rivers. Oh no, it's not Rivers, is it? It's Rivera, I think. So we've just called him the wrong name, and he'll probably punish us by scoring another goal. But this has been very disappointing in the second part of this episode. Now, Bye. Hughes into the middle. Parnell looking dangerous. Can't quite do anything. And that's going to be just about that. Salford have given us a bit of a battering here. It was only 2-0, but I think it's more the embarrassment of losing to a lower league side, but definitely far from pleased with that. And Salford have gone through in the cup. How are they doing these days? Let's hope they're not in the Championship. 5th in Sky Bet League 1. They've had a few seasons there. Obviously, they were there when Kev was there, so that's not surprising. So that's that. Bit of an up and down episode then. There's George's report, and he did okay. Yeah, of course I wouldn't send them out to hurt the opposition. So, when I'm going to come back, we'll probably do monthly updates on this save. So, I'll do another couple of matches in September sometime, probably Stoke and Cardiff City. And we'll give you a bit of a roundup of how we've done. If we've signed any more players as well, I'll let you know. And hopefully you guys have enjoyed this episode. Please leave a like down below if you did. Obviously you don't have to, but it'll mean a lot for me. And it really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new, share to your friends, whatever you want. And thank you very, very much for watching. And goodbye.